This the summer vibing video, man. That video was crazy. We was out there on the boats, the jet skis, a lot of girls, a lot of sun, a lot of buns. That was fun. Let me tell y'all the story of Tycho.44. This is how we got here.
Hey y'all, I'm finna walk you into the motherfuckers. Yeah. Give us some fucking money.
We ready?
All right, if you don't see it, we'll go to these motherfuckers and make them see it.
Back up in the building with a plethora of bars, like correction officers, and I'm back with some more, like killing them small. Throughout all the competition, like the bottom of a cartridge on a digital 64s. I'm the next big thing, I'm the new invention.
Posted and what was the same with it? Music world, music something. Waiting on Weezy. I'm just trying to get out there. I'm trying to get heard. We've been standing out here for about 6 hours.
When I first heard the music, I felt like I found a new Eminem, like the next Eminem. He was so lyrical. He had a rhyme written for everything, every beats per minute, every scenario. You name it, he had it.
I met Q the Plug and Mike Lee through a mutual friend from upstate New York. His name's Jimmy, and I was kind of posting videos online of me rapping on Facebook. I had no direction on what to do. I mean, I had a SoundCloud with one song, so stuff like that. So I just started posting these videos. My dad had worked with Jimmy at a local grocery store, which is kind of crazy. So Jimmy knew me through my dad, and he knew Q from way back. And then he saw one of my videos. He said, "Man, I want to have a meeting with your son." He said that to my dad. So we had this meeting, and it turns out Q and Mike were working for Rick Ross on this Port of Miami 2 documentary. And I said, "Say less, I'm ready. I got the ammunition that I need to spit whatever I got to spit." You know, this stuff, I've been breaking it down for years, like just trying, before I even knew what a bar was, I'd have full songs. Like, I didn't know song making like that. I just knew I had a lot of bars and I was ready to get rid of them.
Joseph, you blessed and you know it. Yeah. Piece of the check as I blow it. Empty the bank and I throw it. Benjamin Franklin, no wrong. I wouldn't tell I was going. My coat don't like a shoulder. Of course. I set the flame and reloaded. I'm in a state of explosion, yeah. You know the young kid up in Riviera. And say he could ball up in any era. Yeah, more red than Panera that came over Cravens and Diamond Sierra Leone. Watch your tone when you speak out your mouth. Came from the north, but came in the south. Eating some steak from my soul, so I guess you can say that I eat by the ounce. Slipping down the motherfucking landside. Can't get a grip on my hand side. New Shaheem, I'm a man child. You naive, I'm the man now. Stress got me, need a stand now. Your best I beat, need a stand out. I never once asked for a handout. Keep blowing trees so I motherfucker rich off your wit on enough like you be Jada. You don't want nothing with me, hater. Pops up in prison with so many bills that they might as well just sing eBay. Ain't no ghostwriters, no point in the writing if you don't put your legacy on it. Ain't no reciting in real life, you fighting, I'm fighting, no one next to me, silent. Critics, I did it for men on a mission. From day one, man, I put them sisters to ribbon. I stick for precision and samples, I get it, but who needs permission to skip all you bitches? That's real. I'm predict futures, I create futures. Underground flow, make to stay sewage. Money green, pocket teenage ruin. Bet on me and get your motherfucking name moving. Joseph, you blessed and you know it. Piece of the check as I blow it.
I went from small town 10,000 to Rick Ross's mansion. You know how much impact that had? Like, I went from thinking that life was nothing past my hometown to coming down here, sleeping in Rick Ross's house, getting my first project mixed. My first project was called New Season. So I got to meet a lot of great people. I met Tomcat, I met Los, and Cozy with the Curls. You know, he had just got done that VH1 science show, and he won the competition, I believe. So I'm here with the winner of this competition, fresh with a singles deal with Rick Ross. I got to seize the moment, you know. So I'll never forget it. You know, first song was Wakey Wakey, and Q had met Tomcat and showed him this song, had me actually perform the song, and he was so hyped. He got in the ad-libs of that song, man. Now everything felt like it was falling into place, for real, for real.
God damn, man, that shit was savage. God damn, man, that shit was savage. You talking to me, I'm not for the breeze. Bring a lip tongue, that's not my cup of tea. Lock up your jaw like I got the keys. Yeah. We live in a doggy-dog world, do not bark on my tree, do not rustle my leaves. I keep a small circle, I hang with the wreath. Like Christmas on every day it'll be. Shit, extracting the seed of whoever be. Trying to bite on my flow like a blue jay who missing a wing. That type of thing, never fly over too well with me sleep. I will be quick to eliminate. I could care less about sexual preference, except for the record. I'm keeping the record straight. I don't got time for no escapades, bitch, I'm a boss. Working so hard, I barged in my own office and told myself I want a raise. I gotta get paid, gotta get rich at all costs. I got no time for games. Money, more problems, the more that I make, the more I can tolerate. Every time they call upon me to make a hit, I will go make it, collect and walk out like I just hit the lottery.
Tyke's future is gonna be, he's gonna go down as one of the greatest rappers. I know this because he gets a lot of Eminem comparisons, and even I thought he was gonna be an Eminem. But as I watched him develop, he can do things that M wouldn't do. Like, he step outside of the box with his sound. And the crazy part, the irony to that is when he first started, everything was written, everything was scripted. He didn't want to try new things. And I would fuss and fight with him. There was time we really argued all day. He wouldn't talk to me all day because I told him, now you got to try something different. And now his sound is just so diverse. Atlanta gave him melody, listening to different people, Thugger, Wayne. His wordplay is crazy, but his melody is even crazier. He can take a beat and make a song around the beat as opposed to just placing a song on top of the beat now. So his future is limitless. He's going to definitely go down as one of the greats. The industry is not, he's ahead of his time. Hands down ahead of his time. When people really, really hear him and listen to what he's saying and the things that he's putting together is unbelievable. His music will literally bring tears to your eyes if you really listen to it. So his future is just limitless.
My main man, Tony motherfucking B.
I am Tycho.44. I'm from upstate New York.
So Tyke's in Atlanta. His first performance, it was a showcase, street exec showcase. That's 2 Chainz and all those dudes. And we put him in there. Me and Mike, we like, let's put him in a showcase. Let's put him on stage. Tyke literally the only white kid in the entire building. He the only white person in the entire building. And he got on stage.
I'm from upstate New
When he
York.
first got on stage and he introduced himself, somebody in the
pretty
crowd
much
yelled out,
Canada,
"What's up, Mike? What up, Mike?" And Tyke was on stage like, yeah. Like, he liked it. Like, and then he performed his song Wakey Wakey, and he just went crazy. The crowd was cricket silent. They couldn't believe he was spitting like that. And I think the DJ said, let's hit, this is why you can't judge a book by its cover. First he said, let's hear what he got to say. Then he was like, this is why you can't judge a book by its cover. By the end of the night, everybody wanted Tyke number. I mean, we ain't win the showcase, but we ain't come to win. We just wanted to put his name out there, get his face out there, let people get familiar with him. And I mean, we accomplished that mission because everybody at the end of the night wanted to know who he was running with. And this is before we was dealing with anybody. This was just us. And he made a name for himself.
Let's do it. Yeah. Lil Tycho in this bitch, what's up? Yeah.
Wakey, 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 as you begging. They been sleeping on me, never ceases to amaze me. Can't believe I made it, look at me, all rich and famous. So my day one thought was always on the table. Like a line to wait up more than time I'll tackle. Doodle do you with the Glock and I don't shoot it. Yo, my doula, I've been got a picture blocking. Started like a more Picasso, chopper blocker. getting naked. Woke up to a couple hundred bitches naked. Then I go down and get me higher education. So something out of Hollywood and do no better. Wakey, baby, wakey, baby. Wakey, baby, wakey, wakey, yes, you baby. Wakey, baby, wakey, baby. Wakey, baby, wakey, wakey, yes, you baby.
A lot of the influence from the music is with Wayne. Wayne really he raised the bar for me constantly. As what I look at as competition, we do the same thing. Yeah, he's multi-platinum and Grammy award winning, but I'm trying to get there, you know, and he's the one that really, it spoke to me. His music spoke to me, the double entendres, the wittiness. So I came here on I would write, you know, verses to these tempos. And this started with, we couldn't afford this beat at the time, so I'd have to go with another beat or go with another beat. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna have verses ready for every tempo. I started studying the beats per minute, so that way I'd have a verse on demand.
But again, I'm gonna pound this Tycho until you guys get it, that you guys need to get out there, support his efforts. Let's make Gage Langstaff what he is, the best rapper alive. I said it.
Dreams of being double M, no pardon for my relevance. Stab my back, I stab you back, cause all in life is double-edged. Couple times I seen the light, a couple times the tunnel stretch. Now I'm at the top and overlooking from the tunnel's ledge. Gauge of pain won't stop his rain, I never let the puddle set. I'm already dropping bombs and you ain't in the huddle yet. Way so far ahead of them, my first step was the second threat. The first threat was the fact that if I took a step, I finished it.
My mom was so anti doing this music thing. You know, it was go to school, get the education, but I tried. You know, I did all that. I did all the steps that my mama wanted me to do. It wasn't for me. In a song, I say it's not resonating with the way I live, because I tried to keep jobs, but I'm talking to a customer and bars are popping up. That customer might have said something and now I'm rhyming whatever they said to me. I got to go to the back and write that. And it just became too much of a hassle, so I just walked. I did about probably 15, 16 jobs from age 15 to 21 or so. I mean, I just couldn't hold a job. It wasn't from laziness. I mean, I'd show up, I'd do good numbers and whatever I was doing, but man, I knew I had to rap. My dad was a huge influence, like I said previously, getting me in that studio young, letting me get away with saying stuff that I would never be able to say to my mom or show my mom songs. So I was kind of like secretly keeping it away. But yeah, he's had a tough road, my dad. He been in jail, rehab, I mean, countless amount of times. He just went back to rehab. He can't put down the bottle. And a lot of that, I know not a lot of that's my fault, but I do take that personally. I want to tell myself, if I had the bag already to do good things for my dad, like get him the best help he can, man, or even keep him under my wing on the road with me, then, man, the guy's got musical talent. He'd do anything for his son, and I'd keep him busy. So a lot of this dream is not only for me, it's for my family. My mom works 3 jobs. You know, I don't want her to work herself to death. So it's like, when we get this, I want it to pay off with my family being happy.
One time, Lil Tycho in this bitch. What's up? This is new season. Yes, Lord. I had to box out the anguish. I weave and buy like Jamaica. Sledges, I slide on you haters. Y'all got me dying like Sanka.
Sanka, you dead?
Yeah, man.
Listen,
When y'all
man,
said that I never make
Tycho
it.
44.
Oh boy, want all y'all mistaken?
Yeah, me.
I'm
Yeah,
really
me.
up in the building.
Man, this shit about
Y'all
to be
waiting
crazy.
out to the
New
neighbor.
season.
Yeah. Lil Tycho in this bitch. What's up? Yeah.
Mike Will made it, nigga.
When it comes to money, I'm a green monster like Reptar, Fenway Park, and Incredible Hope. My first step is your last ride. Shout out my dogs, they got my back like an average spy. I sip slow to my eyes slow like a nail salon. You get it? Your paper stuck like a paper jam. My paper up like bingo damn. I leave my mark like a bingo dab. Got more snow than Winter Wonderland. Don't gas me up like I'm Fatulands with a thick model. Get an ass in bed. Got 2 palms on a perfect 10. Let's get it. got your bitches like ramen, like Hurricane Rana. I go to the doctor, like, what up, doc? You know I'm not here for carrots.
So 2018, CIAA comes up. CIAA is in Charlotte. It's like the college all-star weekend. So I'm like, Mike, let's take Tyke down to CIAA. We gonna promote, we gonna do some promo. We got him some posters, CDs. He passing out CDs. He got the backpack, this backpack poster of himself. It's like a billboard of himself. And we out there with CIAA, and we just putting in work.
You get those on pop-up shops to get out of town. This one's off the backboard.
Say, bro, y'all finished, man. We can spit something for you, bro. Yo, Dave. Let us spit something, man. We working, baby.
He stood outside the club for like 6 hours waiting for Lil Wayne to come out. Lil Wayne never came out. He still stood out there for 6 hours. He just wanted to be heard. Like, he battled some kid out there. He rapped for TIG management. He was ready to spit for whoever. I had him around Dave East. We met Allen Iverson that weekend, Beanie Siegel. We hanging out with Jadakiss. We hanging out with Fab. We hanging out with Big Fendi. Shout out to Lacey. Lacey plugged us in with Jadakiss. That's like Jadakiss' god sister. And we running with Kiss for that weekend. And like it was crazy. He literally was the only white person everywhere we went. And then I rented this billboard truck. So the truck driving around the city, big billboard truck, driving around the city, playing his video the whole time. It's just playing this video over and over, driving through the city the whole weekend. So we going in the hotels and mingling, Safari and all of them from Love and Hip Hop. And they like, hey, ain't you the kid that's... And Tyke like, yeah, that's me. Spit for me. He starts spitting. Tyke was fearless when it comes to spitting. He good at networking. He's very well spoken. And he just was always up for the challenge. So yeah, CIAA was different, man. We was with everybody and it was crazy. We met Rasheed Wallace, like I said, Allen Iverson, Beanie Siegel, Jadakiss, Fab, Big Fendi. We was just out there. We was in the mix. I was just putting them in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Big bad wolf, pierce through wool, eat you sheep, awake or asleep, any money mo, feet 5-4, fuck yourself, you ain't got no choice, I'ma own that throne, I don't play no games, you can stick that joy, stick straight up with the sun don't shine, take woo advice and protect your neck, I'm a cutthroat guy, got too much shine, gotta close their blinds, y'all behind like a photo bomb, took the whole world, turned it upside down, guess that's why I'm frowned upon, when I was down, y'all were all smiles, now I'm in the cuff and all in the brown, stole no free rides, coattails off, never mellow out like an old kill star, sheesh.
I mean, I'm making mama proud out here, you know. Yeah, right on Winnie. Yeah, CIAA was dope. Shout out to Q with the billboard trucks and just doing everything and giving that opportunity. And shout out to Mike Lee for not only videographying the thing, I don't know what kind of word that is, but for doing all that and on top of that being my hype man. Like man, I'd step up to anyone. Like there was some dudes from Wildin' Out in the hotel lobby. And boom, here we go. Like I'm spitting to them. Shout out to Lacey who plugged us in with Jadakiss. That's Jadakiss' god sister, I believe. And she plugged us right in with Jada. And next thing you know, I'm in the club with Beanie Siegel, Jadakiss, Allen Iverson walks in. I mean, I'm walking down the street with these guys to the Ritz. The Ritz right down the street. I said, man, I remember telling Mike, I said, I need a picture with AI, and usually I'm not on that groupie stuff, but these athletes like superheroes to us, you know what I mean? So it was my one. So I got actually AI on one side and Lil C's on my other side. That's Biggie's best friend. Like these are legendary people that I get to be in front of, you know? So it was, there was one specific moment though, a little heartbreak in that whole journey. Now I wanted to meet Lil Wayne. I wanted to meet my idol. I wanted to spit for him. I was rehearsing for 6 hours. I was going out like, Mike, should I go with this verse? Should I go with this verse? Because I'm still on that writing and having the verses down pat. And I'm never starstruck, but the thing about Wayne is, I always say this, is that I can't believe someone who I look so highly up to is so short that I gotta look down to when I meet them. And that's all I could be thinking about in those kind of instances. So I had prepped. Wayne never came out. And then some bystander walking by, they're like, Wayne never even entered the club. He didn't want to go past the metal detectors. And I'm like, that's Wayne. You know, never wanted to go through them things, so.
What I Atlanta. New man, there's a newfound brand, and I am the captain. Throughout van on, throughout can't go where I have no one. I am the one outstanding. Take the lead, head to head when Boo pass the torch. I'll be the new imprint on. Eyes glow like a Mulan character. Chain swing like two up there. Spoon sticks to the field like two. I scared for all I'm getting is a meal like two. That's damn good. Tooth and nail chips, killing Nemo on a high horse on a mega stallion with a mega stallion with the biggest ass talking cash shit out on rich ass crappers. Shit on piss for it down shit storm. Too hard to keep it simple. Marshawn to Marshalls. That's the first bitch mode. Hold my dick flow. Ride slow. Need to get called sick dog. Birds fly like a Hitchcock stick dog. Mine drive got a pit stop install inside. Never get off bridge road. Been a real blast, still itching to lift off. These niggas sweet got a ball like Lindor. If they act foul, we gon' march with a madness. Turn a big dance on into a dead ball. Syndicate shit dog. Chippy and Chip go. Rings like Sonic the Hedgehog. Fine living. Island jet mode. Trying to get a Billy Quick kind of Jimmy. And they on like a Hitchcock stick dog. Mine drive got a pit stop install inside. Never get off bridge road. Been a real blast, still itching to lift off. These niggas sweet got a ball like Lindor. If they act foul, we gon' march with a madness. Turn a big dance on into a dead ball. Syndicate shit dog. Chippy and Chip go. Rings like Sonic the Hedgehog. Fine living. Island jet mode. Trying to get a Billy Quick college jet mode. I'ma let my young bulls step on y'all first. No mercy. They said trying to get a Billy Quick college jet mode. No crew harder than my crew.
So, the Boosie Badazz meeting, bro. Oh my God. You know, we don't really listen to Boo like that in upstate New York, but I did know him from a few records, and I did love his song Crazy. Man, Q had set up this meeting, and I met Boo that night, and Boo was so hyped about it. First song, he said, "I'm signing you, dog." Like, dude, did my life just change forever? Man, it was hard to believe because of all the things that fell through for us along the way. So it's like, man, I really had to make sure I was awake. Like, this is actually life. So Boo said a couple crazy things that night. He said he called me a $200 million artist. I'll never forget that. So that meant a lot coming from him.
I'm finna walk you into the motherfucker.
Lil Tycho in there.
Yeah. Give us some fucking money.
You ready?
All right, if you don't see it, we'll go to these motherfuckers and make them see it. Somebody gonna see like I see.
When it come to Tycho, man, I'm gonna be honest. Ain't nobody in this industry fucking with Tycho. You can put him up against anybody, literally anybody. You know, it's a lot of carbon copies, it's a lot of cutouts. Tycho breaks the mold, and it's not because he's my artist. If he wasn't my artist, I'll be saying, who is he fucking with? Because he can do it all. There's not a song he can't make. There's not a project he can't handle. We probably got over 1,000 songs ready to go. Like, he lived for this recording. He don't have a life. He just wants to make music and perform. That's it. All he think about 24/7. He want to record himself. He done taught himself how to engineer. He just the complete package.
Yeah, I'll get right on it. Swear I'm about to make a change, put my life on it. And they say they got the flame, aim, shoot, misfire with a killing of the game. And I'm getting really tired of the yeah. Got my eyes on it. Now I'm knocking in my sights and my mind on it. Took a cipher to decipher that I'm right for it. This game pushed me to
I'm vibing. The record dropped tonight. Boosie and Tycho.
This is my purpose. I'm proving I'm worth it. And behind the curtains, this is my purpose. Beneath the surface, a better life waits, and they keep on preserving my purpose. This is my purpose, for that I'm certain. Bust open the curtain. This is my break through the surface, cause my time is now. I can feel a resurgence. Yes, feeling nervous. Roll verses on verses. I'm itching to make it, so scratching the surface. More risk in our hopes. We don't know what's for certain. I walk a tightrope like an act in a circus. I miss my mom like a son in the service, but stopping what started is such a disservice. I'm tracking my purpose. I'm showing my worth to know I will not end up a casket or worthless. I keep my shine throughout all of the seasons. Resign from my demons. Shed all of my darkest and deepest. Lord, I don't walk with a secret. Survive suicide, thought I had every reason. Growing up being mistreated brings uneasy feelings of being misleaded. Feeling so cheated and bleeding. The past gets deleted. Returning for better, but there's no receipt, so I'll get right on it. Swear I'm about to make a change, put my life on it. And they say they got the flame, aim, shoot, misfire with a killing of the game. And I'm getting really tired of it, yeah. Got my eyes on it. Now I'm knocking in my sights and my mind on it. Took a cipher to decipher that I'm right for it. This game pushed me to survival, ironically I would die for it, yeah. And this is my purpose, I'm proving I'm worth it. And behind the curtains, this is my purpose. Beneath the surface, a better life waits, and they keep on preserving my purpose. This is my purpose, for that I'm certain. Bust open the curtain. This is my break through the surface, cause my time is now. I can feel a resurgence. Yeah. This is my purpose. Yeah, yeah. This is my purpose. Yeah. This is my purpose.
Who say you was the next one, man?
Yeah.
You would tell the whole city one thing
This is
about
my
you.
purpose.
Number one show in the city.
Yeah.
Syndicated. What would you tell the city right now about you?
I'm the most versatile that hasn't been discovered yet. So, bars all the way to pop. Who thought he signed me off pop? I felt like, oh, did I say that?
It's too late, you said.
Oh man.
It's too late. Keep going.
Then I messed around and I showed him a lyrical side. So at the end of the day, everything in between, I believe I got it on lock.
1209.
Is this it? So my chest for Superman or for stress? How many times I manifested being a man of the fist? As the camera's pan, I see no ray and man who was left. Kill the competition, even if it mean killing myself. Trying to make it while my mom and daddy and both of my Grammys here. And each December saying it's gonna be the Grammy. This shit can go wrong quick. Even when you playing it, got Balenciaga's damn showing there ain't nothing in here. And still I rise. They want a real one, told them say no more. And even though my heart is empty, you know my pocket stay full. And my demons always talking to me, telling me to aim for the angels, halo. What's the point of getting mad when all I do is lay low? See, I remember coming to the A from upstate New York. It's crazy to think how I ended up at Boosie's, cause I'm from a predominantly white area, and there's only 10,000 people in that town, so I just proved if you can dream big, you can live big. You did. I promised mama I'ma get it. Had to hold it down with my father in that prison. Knew what I was destined, I ain't need your permission. When I was down, I had to snap back, cause I knew I never fit in no cap. I mean, who would've fathomed me in a phantom? Traveling on past me, flashing like I've been in a flood. I really got it out of mine. And still I rise. They want a real one, told them say no more. And even though my heart is empty, you know my pocket stay full. And my demons always talking to me, telling me to aim for the angels, halo.